you with it, drop it.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? This your boy Big Play Slay here, coming back with another video. And in today's video, this video is gonna be about the Indianapolis Colts. And now I feel like it's too early just to count them out after 2 games. There's more of a season left, and I know people are already counting them out. And I see some of the points that people are making about this team. There's a lot of things that could be addressed, but let me give you the backside of why I don't think this team should be counted out too early. So a lot has happened this season, man. So they aren't the only team that's playing bad right now, but because of what they did, getting Matt Ryan in the offseason, they have a really good team. They're gonna get blamed for it. Honestly, even with still supporting Matt Ryan and the Colts, I'm still a believer in them. I still think they should go get a quarterback. They lost to the Jaguars 24-0. They lost to the Texans, or they tied with the Texans 20-20. And what I meant by a quarterback is go get a quarterback through the draft so you could develop. And honestly, Sam Ehlinger isn't even that bad. He should be the backup and not Nick Foles. Sorry, Nick Foles. Nick Foles is my guy, man, but he's not successful besides Philly. He's not successful anywhere else but Philly. So, I just don't feel like Matt Ryan should get the ball every freaking play. I still support Matt Ryan. I think he has a lot left in him, but I don't think you should rely on him. And we'll get into JT later, but you're not supposed to rely on Matt Ryan, a 37-year-old quarterback, every game. It's kind of crazy that they're doing that, and it's starting to piss me off because, you never thought Frank Reich would do something like this, man. But now people believe that he'll be fired. I don't think it's Chris Ballard's fault. I think most of this should go to blame to Frank Reich. But you lost to the Jags. You never beat them since 2013, 14 in Jacksonville. It's been a minute. The Texans played them really, really tough. All of these teams are just not the greatest, but the Texans and the Jags have been really playing really well. They've been playing better than the Colts, man. And then what makes it worse for the Colts is they have to go face the Chiefs. Now, let me explain to you something. I have the Colts winning this game, but it's going to be a tough outing. It's not just going to be an easy outing, man. They're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, man. It's going to be a really, really tough outing. I have them winning, though. I think this Colts team just fights it out. They're in that situation the Cardinals were in against the Raiders, where everyone was not favoring them, and that made them a lot more hungry. The Colts are probably going to be in that same situation. Everyone is saying, the Colts should not win this game. The Chiefs are going to beat the shit out of them. They're going to beat the crap out them. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy what people are saying about this game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like other people. The Chiefs have been playing really, really well. And I'm not saying they haven't. But what I'm trying to take out of this is the Colts are still a really, really talented team. And they're missing Darius Leonard. Darius Leonard is a big factor to that team. That's their best player on defense. He's the best linebacker in football when he's healthy, in my opinion. So, I don't know, man. I think you can't rule them out too early. And I think they got to stop Travis Kelce. This is going to be hard for them trying to stop Travis Kelce. They might have to move Stephon Gilmore around to get Kelce stopped. Because with no Darius Leonard, that makes it a lot harder. to stop a guy like Travis Kelce. But I think the Colts win this game 33-28. Here's why. I think the lack of inconsistency on how they use Jonathan Taylor will win them this game. And this is what I mean by that, because I know that kind of doesn't make sense to some people. Jonathan Taylor only got 9 carries last week, and he got 54 yards out of that. The week before that, he had a really, really good game. He had like 150-something yards, or 140, or something like that, around that range. We'll get into JT later, like I said earlier. I just feel like this game, the Colts win solely because of the fact that Frank Reich with this week, he's gonna come into the situation like how Jonathan Gannon did last week against the Vikings. You know, you had a lot of pressure on you going into that Lions game to play really, really well. You didn't. And then people are going to get on you. And then after that, he calls a really, really good game. Even though we won against the Lions, the defense played terrible. But the week after that, we played really well against the Vikings. And their offense is solidified. So, I feel like now it just comes down to play calling with, what's his name? Frank Reich. You got to play better, man. You got to play really better than that. And just sucks that Darius Leonard is out for this game because Michael Pittman's back. I think that's one thing that they should be happy about. He's a dog, man. Michael Pittman's a beast. But this is what you got to remember. The 2018 Colts team started off 1-5. 1-5. I know they lost to the Eagles in one of those games. They lost to the Bengals literally the week before they played them in the preseason. So they played them week 1. And this was when AJ Green was still on the Bengals, by the way. The Colts started off 1-5. They ended the season off 10-6. This is why ruling out teams isn't what NFL fans should do. You got to take patience, man. You got to take the patience route. You got to let teams, get into the groove of things, because the Rams would not have won that Super Bowl without chemistry. OBJ, the first 3 weeks he got there, played really bad. And then started heating up in the playoffs when he had chemistry with Matthew Stafford. And we see what happened in the Super Bowl. Him and Matthew Stafford were clicking up until he got hurt. But that shows you that you need chemistry. And Matt Ryan, I get that he's a 14-year veteran. And he has to learn this offense really quickly. But you got to remember, he's in a new situation, a new town, still trying to get chemistry with his teammates. 2 games into the season, they're 0-2. They've already tied with one of their division opponents and lost to their division opponents. And they got smacked by them. Like, this team has a lot going on. But I just feel like it's way too early to rule them out. They always start off slow for some odd reason. And this is what I'm talking about. You got to stop getting mediocre. Now, I won't say mediocre quarterbacks, but quarterbacks that are at the end of their, tail years. But I want to say one thing, man. You got to use JT. You got to use JT consistently. And it's not even just using him. You got to use him consistently. He had 9 carries last week. I was going to blame him, but I didn't know that he had 9 carries. He had 54 yards out of that. That's still impressive. Yeah, he played the Jaguars, so you're kind of supposed to do that if you're one of the best backs in the league. But Frank Reich, you got to do better, man. Your best player on your entire team gets, 9 carries against a team that was destroying you. You got to do better, man. It's just not what you want to do. It's not a good look for Indy. Obviously, fantasy managers would hate Frank Reich after that, but it's not a good look. You just don't like it. You don't want to see it. But whatever happens, man. Frank Reich has to do better. He is the number one biggest issue in this entire situation. Everyone is to blame, including Chris Ballard, with the whole getting quarterbacks at the end of their tail years, or quarterbacks that aren't playing really well right now, which was Carson Wentz last year before that. But yeah, man, what do you guys think? I'm still a really big fan of this Colts team. I still believe in them. Not gonna count them out, but yeah, I'm gonna end this video off right here. Let's see if they could go beat them Chiefs, man. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a safe, blessed, safe day. Get ready for some football. Y'all have a good one. We out. Peace.